it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peace that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Grand Rising, everyone. Welcome to the Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. I get to welcome you to a terrifically filled Tuesday. Really excited for my guest who's in the building. Elisheba Johnson is joining me from Wa Na Wari, and we're going to be talking about their Walk the Block event happening later this month. Y'all, this is a phenomenal, fantastically organized and artistically filled event. I promise you, if you have not gone, I'm so excited to dive into the details with her about this year's event so you can get encouraged to go. But of course, this is also the top of the show, so I want to encourage you. You see that? You know, encourage and encourage. I want to encourage you to share the show right now. Go ahead and share it with others who you feel could benefit from our daily dose of dopeness we always work to give you here on The Day with Trae. And if you can't watch our show, you can always listen to us anywhere you find your favorite podcast. Just search Converge Media Network and The Day with Trae. You'll find us there. Now, why do I continue to encourage y'all to share the show? I'm going to tell you why. Because this is community-driven media, which means we go direct to consumer. We don't have the middleman. We don't have the network advertising us everywhere. This really is heart to heart. And I love that because we get to do what we know are good stories. You know, we get to produce them. We get to have amazing people on this platform to share their stories. We get to elevate and amplify events that are happening throughout the Pacific Northwest and beyond. We get to tell the stories that really confront this notion of why Black media matters. We get to prove it to y'all. Every single production and show that we have here through Converge Media is doing that. And that means that we need you to be sharing it broadly so more people who don't know about us can learn about us. And of course, on The Day with Trae, this has been organically growing for the last 3 seasons. And because we have such a dedicated team of individuals here at Converge and a dedicated audience in all of you, that's what helped us win the Emmy that we won this season. So I tell you what, when I talk about growth and I talk about reaching out to me on Instagram, let me know what stories we need to tell, it's because this really is about community. Now, while I may be the face of the show and the host of the show, I gotta tell y'all, this show would be nothing if no one came on it, right? I mean, like, it's not, you know, enough for me to be having a conversation directly to you the entire episode. So I mean it when I say, help us grow. Tell us those stories that we're missing. Who is doing great things in your community that needs to be uplifted and amplified and elevated and spotlighted and showered with love? Let us know. Why? Because those are the stories that keep the inspiration flowing on this platform, right here on this show. So, again, DM me on Instagram at Trae Holiday, Trae Holiday, the same way the name is spelled on the show. We are looking forward to amplifying your stories, and we're also excited because you truly are helping us organically grow. And there's something really special about the collective power of community that we experience in a lot of different realms, right? Historically, we've seen it on a political front with something like, you know, the bus boycotts, for instance, right? We see how collective power can be wielded. We saw it with the Rainbow Coalition, right? I mean, there is a lot of different areas of our history that have shown and proved what we can do when we come together collectively as people in communities. If these stories are inspiring you, just tell somebody else about it. Say, you know what, yo, man, I don't even live up there, but I'm learning so much about what Black community is doing up in the Pacific Northwest because I'm tapped in with Converge Media. I'm watching The Day with Trae. I'm seeing on Back to Basics how they're everywhere. I'm checking out the events on Almost the Weekend. I mean, I'm learning about what specialties are happening in the LGBT community because I'm watching, we live in color. We have shows here that are really reflecting the brilliance of this region, and we're intentional about it. So I'm encouraging you today to help us grow, and I do it every show, not just because it's my intro, but because I really appreciate all of y'all who are either watching or listening, who have just told somebody else about it. Encourage them to listen to it. Or maybe you were watching the episode and you told your roommate, hey man, come in here and watch this with me, man. This is some dope stuff going on. Who knows how you're sharing? And I don't care how you're sharing, as long as you are sharing. Okay? So I appreciate it so much. And after this break, we get to share some amazing information because Elisheba is coming up next. And we're going to be talking about Walk the Block 2025, y'all. Put on by Wa Na Wari. You definitely don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
It's always been important to me that we uplift stories from across the region and that no matter where you live in the nation, you never have to miss a moment of the show as we continue to highlight the beauty, excellence, and resilience of our communities across the Pacific Northwest. Why? Because representation matters. So no matter where you live, be it the Central District or Centralia, Portland or Pullman, or anywhere across the country, I encourage you to join me on this Back to Basics journey by downloading the free Fox Local app on your phone or smart TV as we continue to elevate the very best in our communities.
Hello, welcome to Elite Insights with Carlos Imani. We're looking to offer an in-depth look at event production industry through the lens of client experiences and joint successes. The podcast will emphasize guest interviews, focusing on client discussing their fields and reflecting on their collaboration with Elite Collective. Again, you're with Elite Insights. Carlos Imani here. See you guys in a few.
Black caregivers, entrepreneurs, and elders, this one's for you. Queen Care is offering complimentary self-care services to those who give so much to their communities. Take a moment to restore, recharge, and be cared for with free wellness treatments at the Spa House by Queen Care. Spots are limited, so don't wait. Go to queencareproducts.com now to sign up or scan the QR code on your screen because you deserve the same care you give to others.
Welcome back, y'all, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Joining me right now, we got Elisheba in the building. What's up?
Hi. Happy to be here as always.
I know. It's always good to have you here, and especially when we're talking about Walk the Block. But, of course, for some who may not know what Wa Na Wari is, I mean, you're one of the co-founders of Wa Na Wari. Amazing story. Y'all, I'm just going to encourage you to make sure you go to their website, check out this story. But tell us those highlights.
Yeah, Wa Na Wari really was created out of like an emergency housing situation, right? So in Yewakoma, one of our co-founders was managing family properties and trying to figure out how to balance the books. And so me, Jill Friedberg, and Rachel Kessler, his friends, kind of banded together to do an experimental art project, which was, what if we rent this place, which financially secures the family, but give it back to the community as a Black arts and cultural center? So that plan really worked. We're 6 years in. We worked with the family to purchase 2 homes. They're in family, like the family owns them solely, but we kind of worked with them. And we have a lot of big kind of development projects coming up. So yeah, art can be the how to fight against displacement and gentrification for sure.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. You know, I had the wrong outfit on today because yesterday I had on my ungentrified, hoodie and sweatshirt and shout out to the Ungentrified brand, another local brand. We see you, Nikisha. But I wanted to say that the story is beautiful because when you talk about like fighting against displacement and art being the vehicle for that, y'all really just created a model that I think so many people are like, man, how do we keep our legacy homes? And so y'all have been helping, like you said, you help the family purchase, other properties. This model now is growing, right?
Yeah. Case 21, which stands for the Central Area Ecosystem for the 21st Century, is our Black Homeowner Alliance policy initiative, part of Wa Na Wari. So they work with Black homeowners, do quarterly Black homeowner dinners, but they also are actually, like you said, working with a few folks to like reimagine how they use their property for family and community. So that part's exciting.
Yeah, it really is. And I was talking to one of our community aunties and elders, Jacqueline Armstrong, about her property, and she's just so excited and so inspired by the model that y'all have created in terms of repurposing her home upon her transition, right? And so we've been talking a lot about this, but I think you've also normalized the discussion through the work that y'all are doing, but you've been busy. Yeah, I mean, you talk about 6 years of just like amazing art installations. I was just there this weekend. Oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, the art you have in there right now, the display's incredible. Who is actually in there right now? Tell the folks.
Oh, yeah. So downstairs, everybody should come. Kristen Stain is downstairs, a really incredible Black ceramicist. And so you actually see several altars that she's created with her ceramics. And then upstairs, you'll see two artists, Sanjo Lawo out of Nigeria. I work with an incredible Nigerian curator who's actually from Seattle, Amber Croyle, if y'all remember her. So we have a really great partnership where she's introducing me to really great artists from Nigeria and the continent. So that's Sanjo, you'll see upstairs. Beautiful stuff. It's called The Head Wears the Crown, but and then the last artist is Jasmine Clark, who's a New York-based photographer. But all the work, I think, is really powerful in the house right now. Yeah.
Well, you have such a great eye for this stuff, and it's amazing, y'all. Okay, spoiler alert: we grew up together. Okay, this is a long-term friend. But really, it's so special to watch you and your special gift of like, not only an artist yourself, but also just the curation piece. And I've asked you before, because I'm so intrigued by it, but what draws you to the types of art that y'all are showcasing at Wa Na Wari?
Oh, what draws me? I mean, every artist is really different, right? I think that we look for art that tells a story or hits us emotionally in a particular way. Sometimes you don't even know why you don't like it. Like I was watching a movie the other day, and I had to turn it off because it was like hitting some like weird emotional parts that was happening to me. But that wasn't the point of the movie, but like art does that to us, right? And so I think one, look for stuff that like, I just think it looks dope. Then I have to use my art history hat to be like, well, why do you think it's dope? Oh, it's like the materials they're using and the subject and all this other stuff. But really, I just go with the feeling at first, right? So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you, your feelings be on point. Because it's not just you who really is feeling it and experiencing it. When you put it out there for the public, the reception that people have about it. And I hear nothing but good things, right? And it's amazing, too, because when I'm in the space, I feel that same energy, right? And so it's beautiful that we have such great art that showcase here, and that there's these connections across the country and the globe to really spotlight these amazing artists. And shout out to Amber Croyle. I know she's doing some dope work. I was trying to get to Nigeria and see some of these artists and the amazing arts festivals they have there, but it didn't work out with my travel schedule. But I love the fact that there are those types of connections. Now, of course, Walk the Block. Y'all have been doing this for some time now, and this year is set to be pretty special. Tell us a bit about the event and what folks can expect this year.
Well, and like I felt like that was an easy tie-in, right? Because it's like, oh, what would I want to curate? And Walk the Block is a great opportunity to like really give artists the opportunity to go big. Like Carletta Carrington Wilson is an amazing artist. A lot of people remember she worked at Seattle Public Library for a really long time, one of the only Black librarians probably in King County for a really long time. So when I called her and was like, will you do a piece for Walk the Block? She was like, I already know what I want to do. Oh my gosh, and I've been wanting to go big for a really long time, right? And I think as artists, we don't always get institutions to like give us the stipend or the opportunity to work big. So we're also really excited. Zaire Lauren is making a piece called called the People's Pyramid that you will be able to come into and will have a whole experience on the outside and inside. And I'm so excited because they, again, too, were like, he was like, man, I just, like, now I can go big. Like, I'm so excited, right? So I think that Walk the Block is the, like, opportunity for spectacle and grandiose experiences for everybody in our community. And I know people feel intimidated by going to galleries and museums sometimes, but you're out in the city where you feel like this is your home, it's been your home. So it's a great place for people to come see art.
Yeah, I think it's one of the dopest concepts, Elisheba, honestly. Like the Walk the Block is one of the dopest concepts because there's art installations at all of these different places throughout the Central District. And y'all have done a really great job of not only like bringing people back, but also educating the new neighbors who are now in the Central District who may not know. And so you're doing multiple things with this, not only elevating art and artistry, but also all of these other historical contexts and then like new educational moments. So I really appreciate it. Now, it feels like y'all have a really solid route and people really can take whatever route they want, right? Like there's not no one start and end place, which is also great.
Yeah.
But there are some things that happen at certain times throughout the Walk the Block, like whole experience. Tell us about some of those highlights.
Oh, yeah. So Nina Amia Miner, who's an incredible dancer and has been our dance curator every year, is also curating dance this year, but brought in Marco Ferroni and Akoya Harris to co-curate that dance. The Griot Party will be at Midtown, curated by Art Noir, one of our long-term partners as well. Our headliner is Saul Williams, which we're all so excited about. When George Bush was reelected, I was at Numos listening to Saul Williams, and it was the thing I need. So we've been kind of like internally being like, Saul Williams is the person for our moment, right? Like we're so frustrated and scared, and he's going to remind us of our power. So anyways, I'm just really excited, and I love him. And then Autumn Brion is this dope artist who's doing one of her performances called Protective Style that is really honoring the organizing power of Black beauty spaces. So that will be really interesting and fun. But like I said, I talked about some of the artists. We got Ancient Robots, we got like Homies, Audrey's new band, Noir Cell, Vone. I can't even remember all of the names off the top of my list, but like there's always something for somebody. We brought in comedy this year, like I said. So you really need to like start planning out your schedule now so you don't miss your favorite stuff. But yeah, we pack it in with as many cool things as we can.
Yeah, and it's happening on the 27th of September, and I'll let you share the details. But one of the things that I think is really dope about Walk the Block is the booklet.
Yes.
I mean, like seriously, it is so well done. First off, I'm not surprised by that. Okay. Of course, you're like leading that. But the book really gives you everything that's happening, and you know exactly how to plan your day. So y'all got to get that booklet. It's going to give you all of the details about the installations, the performances, just everything. But I got to give you time to let the folks know, like, how do they get their tickets? When do they need to show up? What the date, time, all of that stuff. Look right there and let them know.
Oh, yeah. And the catalog is the book we're all thinking of as a catalog of all our work for the year, so it's going to have even more dope stuff in it this year, which I'm excited about. You want to go to wanawari.org and click on the link to go to Walk the Block and buy your tickets. We have everything from $25 tickets up to our VIP tickets at $150. And honestly, that gets you into our VIP bar where you get to see another dope artist, Curry Hackett, the Gilded Blocks artwork in our VIP lounge. You want to get your drinks. We got all our love offering chefs making food. We also got like Off the Res and Po' Boy and things, our food as like food trucks. This is where you want to be on September 27th, 2025.
Yeah, 2025. Oh, take me back to 2005.
I know, I should go back, but no, 2020.
No, we're in the present. We're in the moment. Elisheba, thank you for coming on just to give us the deeds. And we are here anytime. Y'all have art installations.
Yes.
We always can partner because you guys got dope stuff happening all throughout the year, but Walk the Block is such a commemorative event where people can really experience all you have to offer. So thanks again for all of the team behind you and Inye as co-founders of this and all the other partners. Y'all are doing great work, and I'm so excited that Walk the Block is happening. And Saul Williams, come on, man.
Yes.
Y'all done topped it off for me at this point. I mean, seriously. So thank you again, friend, for coming through and giving us all the details. Anytime you got updates, let us know.
I will. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Wow, y'all. That's what I'm talking about. And it's only Tuesday, okay? But she is bringing the fire. I'm going to wrap it all up right after this. Stay tuned. You're watching The Day with Trae.
We're electric. I feel like the fans can feel that, and we're just going to keep this going. He struck him out! Gino, like he never left Seattle!
Keep bringing the energy. We really need it. Let's go.
Got him at home! Goodbye, baseball. Cal did it!
We show a lot of heart. This team has a lot of fight. You guys have been electric. You guys are the key to this, so thank you guys.
I'm Isaiah Carey, here to shake things up with the stories that hit hard and matter most. Here on The Factor, we cover news with grit and authenticity. We challenge the status quo and get down to real talk and bold discussions. Join us as we amplify the voices that disrupt, inspire, and lead the charge for change. Your story is power, and we're here to unleash it.
The Isaiah Factor Uncensored. New episodes weeknights at 9:30 or stream anytime on Fox Soul.
In Seattle, it's more than just coffee. It's community. At the station, we brew more than just your favorite cup. We brew connection. From Beacon Hill to Columbia City, we're a space for artists, activists, and everyone in between. A place to gather, create, and simply be. Whether you need a quiet place to work, a lively spot to meet friends, or just a moment to unwind, find your place at the station. More than coffee, it's home. Visit us in Beacon Hill or Columbia City.
We're supposed to be tired on Sunday.
Where community happens.
Welcome back, y'all, to The Day with Trae. I'm your host, Trae Holiday. Wow, I gotta give a huge shout out to Elisheba for joining me today from Wa Na Wari, telling us all about Walk the Block and the great work that Wa Na Wari is doing outside of this phenomenal annual event. Y'all want to make sure you go to wanawari.org and get your tickets to Walk the Block this year. You know, she just shared it, man. Saul Williams is going to be here. If you are a Saul Williams fan, this is the place you need to be for sure. But even if you're someone who's like, I'm not sure what art we have around here, I'm not sure who these artists are or these bands, this is an amazing event that lets you get access to all of it in one day as you go around the Central District and experience the rich legacy and history that is embedded in the CD. So it is all things, and that catalog will guide you along the way while also spotlighting amazing works that Wa Na Wari has curated this year. So you definitely want to get there, y'all. Make sure you go to wanawari.org and get your tickets today. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'm, again, so grateful for the brilliance of Elisheba staying here in the Pacific Northwest. She could be anywhere in the world doing this work, and she has found such value in not only creating a model for how we can utilize our homes, our legacy homes in artistic ways, but also making sure that artists are getting seen, heard, and valued. So y'all know I'm inspired. I want you to be inspired too, because whatever value you have to offer, as soon as you put it out there for us all, we get to experience it. Can't experience it if it stays stuck in your head. So be inspired, y'all, to also be a part of the solution in your own way. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be back with you tomorrow. Until then, at 11 a.m. Peace.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.